Welcome everybody to TalkersToGeeks.com. Justin here, back with more video game demo impressions. And today we're going to be talking about the Precinct, which demo dropped, and this is part of the Next Fest for Steam. And man, I've been waiting for this game ever since I've seen the trailer. So I of course downloaded the demo. So let us talk about it. But first, here is an overview of the game. And forgive me if my voice still sounds a little nasally. I am battling allergies at the moment. So here we go. You're Officer Nick Cordell Jr., a rookie beat cop fresh out of the academy. You're on the front line of defense for the city's citizens. Dive into the world of thrilling car chases, generated crimes, and a healthy dose of 1980s noir as you protect the populace and solve the mystery of your father's murder in a line of duty. And this is pretty much the whole basis of the story that we were going to be getting in our final build when the game comes out. What I did like about the demo, which is only going to truthfully take you 30 minutes to do, the demo does a great job of really introducing us into the whole precinct and the people that you're going to be working with, such as Chief Jackson, your partner, of course, and you also have Nick, who is basically our main protagonist. So we do get enough time to know what this world and who the people we are working with are going to be. And I thought they did a really good job of at least giving at least a bit of that world building and that world building aspect of what this game entails. So shout out to them to giving us at least a decent a chunk of what the story is going to be about here. So let's talk about the gameplay and the graphics. And this is where I think the game is really going to shine here. There have been a lot of police simulator games out there, but I would have to definitely say so far this one is really taking a lot of time and care for this. You get to do a lot so far in this demo. The demo's basically just giving you a little bit of the overall basis of what the control schemes and what missions they're going to be about, such as the footage that you're seeing here is Nick and his partner have been tasked. There is just a robbery that's going down, and we have to do our job and try to stop this robbery. And I like about this is that the controls feel pretty good. There are elements I would have to say might need a little bit of tweaking here and there, but for the most part, you're really getting a definitive police experience here. It plays just with the overtop type of camera angles here, that isometrical, and it works here. I thought it did a really good job of that. You get to duck and cover, you have to reload, stay out of the spotlight, you have to warn the criminals, as you can see me doing right here with Nick. It's just like, hey, put your guns down, come on. And as you see me keep jumping over the car, that's mainly because the duck and cover system, like I said, it still needs a little bit more tweaking. When I'm shooting, sometimes he would jump. When I'm aiming, sometimes Nick, for me, he jumped over the car. So it needs to be a little bit more tweaking on that part. Like I wasn't meant to do that, but he does it anyway. But like I said, it needs a little more tweaking. It's still in the pre-alpha working process stage, but you're able to read the rights of the criminals, which I did not do right there. But once you arrest somebody, you have to follow basic protocols here. And I thought for the most part, when it comes to the action, it's still there's a lot of action in this game, and it's, even in this demo, there's chases, there's as you see shootouts, there's things such as doing police violation parking tickets, like you gotta check cars, issue tickets, and issue summons to people, stop graffitis. So these generated crimes are things that you will actually experience as a police officer. So far I would have to say that the gameplay does a good job of doing that, of really capturing that life of a police officer. I'm not sure yet if we're doing paperwork, but at least in the demo we didn't do paperwork or anything like that. But we did do like the car chases, using the helicopter, stopping graffiti, parking tickets, and things of that nature. So it's done. It does a good job of really making us feel like a cop, and does a good job of really giving us that sense. Now, when it comes to the graphics, I love the graphics in this because it is really that 1980s gritty noir feel type of vibe here. Like you really feel it. Just I'm gonna talk about it, especially when it comes to the music here with a beautiful jazz composition. But you really feel that aesthetic of this dark, gritty, brutal city here, and I thought they did a really excellent job of capturing that graphically. I think it's a really amazing, nice use of the colors here. You can see as the sirens are going off, the lighting in here is really well placed. I love the way and the look of the film. Has a little bit, I think, of a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, a little shell shaded. Um, Graphics here a little bit too, a little sprinkle of that in here, but it runs very well on my Steam. It really, really does run well. I'm using a PlayStation controller, and it feels just right. I love the graphics of this game. Really pops it out, really gritty, really dark tone, and it really does good with the aesthetics. And you're probably wondering, how does the car feel? The car driving is actually pretty good, believe it or not. And the helicopter, believe it or not, I felt more better piloting that than a car at times. The car, for sometimes, it would just sway a little bit, and it maybe, like I said, it's still pre-alpha phase, so maybe I've never been good at driving anyway in these games, and driving cars in games anyway, so it could just be my skill level. But for the most part, really did like it. And as you can see here, you're able to arrest your suspects, book them, and you have to escort your suspects, which is really cool as well. It's unless you there's times where if you can't escort your suspect because there's still so much stuff going on in the city, you call for escort and they bring them in there. And no, you cannot put the damn suspect in the trunk. You put them in the back of the car, and then you drive off to the precinct so where they can get booked. And that is when they'll tell you if you read their rights and things of that nature, which I keep neglecting to do in this particular demo. And I did it later on, folks, so don't worry about that. But overall, I have to say, gameplay so far pretty damn solid. Graphics ran very, very well. My computer ran very well when it comes to just the gameplay in general. I didn't have no frame rate issues, no real drops or things of that nature. I think aesthetically it looks pleasing. It really does give us that dark noir feel, and it just feels right. And so far, they're really giving us that feel of what it really is to be a cop. So this might be one of the most definitive police simulators so far. We have to see when it comes to the full release, but let's talk about the sound. So here's a clip of that, folks. Check it out.
Mean Gene? What's today's major malfunction?
Oh, the usual. Misfiled evidence, sloppy dockets, illegible handwriting, contaminated evidence. I'm surprised some of your friends here made it out of grade school.
Cordell, meet Eugene, our evidence guy.
Eugene Papadopoulos at your service. Did Kelly try the old "you drive, my hip hurts" routine on you yet?
Hey!
Thought so. He doesn't tend to lift a finger unless there's a gun drawn or a chance he might get
Voice
pizza.
acting, you can tell they're going for that 1980s New York, excuse me, New York style type of feel with it. You can hear that like it's an attempt to really give you that New York accent, that New York vibe to it. And you know what, the voice acting is not bad at all. I think it helps with the noir feel that they're going for with this, and I thought it worked very well. I will say what really makes the sound really shine here in this particular game is the fact that we have the jazz composition of the music. You ain't really hear too much of it there in the sample, but the jazz composition, the way the music is, really gives you that noir vibe feel that's from the 1930s, the 1940s. And I thought that really helps elevate it and really gets me really more into the tone of what they're really going for here. So I really enjoyed the sound quality in this, and I'm excited. I'm hyped. I'm ready. And now for my final thoughts on the demo. Must play demo. Definitely must play demo. Definitely, it's a short one. It's only going to take you 30 minutes because they're pretty much just showing you the game mechanics of what you're going to be doing here. But you can really see the inspiration of New York City within this world. You can really see the inspiration of 80s New York, 80s noir type of feel. The fact that you're able to do car chases, you can stop people from doing graffiti. There's a nice helicopter sequence. So they're really giving you a nice overview of what the game is going to be about. And I'm curious to see what other crimes will be generated and how things are going to be in play. Or is it possible that you become a crooked cop? So I didn't see anything like that in a demo of you being able to harm. Well, I didn't even try, to be honest with you, to harm civilians, but I didn't even see if you can become a crooked cop or things of that nature. So I'm curious to see how that's going to work and how really open world this is going to be and how it plays. But so far for the demo, it's very self-contained, but it's very well done. I really enjoyed this one. So I would highly recommend you check this out and download it. This is Justin from tacosandgeeks.com. What did you think of the Precinct? Comment below. Let me know. Once again, forgive the voice. I am still battling this allergies/cold, so gotta do what we gotta do here at ONG. Still have to keep this content going for you people, so we're gonna keep going, keep pushing through. If you like what we do here, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That helps out the channel. Hit that notification bell as well. Check out our playlist, Essential Anime, The Women of Anime, Annie Gaming if you're an anime head. Check out our WWE Weekly 2K Universe Mode, Custom Universe Mode, UWL on the channel as well. More reviews coming, more anime reviews, more game reviews coming. Comic Cons around the corner, so we'll be doing a lot of coverage for that for New York Comic Con. Peace, love, and happiness, folks. As always, I wish you all the best. Catch you on the next one. Later days.